Hey guys, so hope you are doing well. So welcome to a new video of Growth Traders. So in this video we are going to discuss the expiry trade plan for tomorrow. Yes, so tomorrow we have our first expiry of the June series, and thanks to the fact that the markets have developed a very interesting kind of a price action as of now, it is very important for us to cover it and develop a plan for tomorrow, right? So let's get started without any further delay. So as you can see, I am on the chart of Bank Nifty's 5 minutes time frame. So these are the important areas of interest that we are going to look forward to for tomorrow. So yes, we have this absolute low that translates to about 43,800. This has been our today's intraday low. Also, we have this intermediate area of interest that is around 44,050, and yep, 44,000 itself is a very major psychological level. But thanks to the fact that the price has broken it and reclaimed it multiple times today, so yeah, this is the area we are looking forward to. As you can see, previously the price took resistance from here. Today also, in the first half, the price took support from this area and eventually broke it down. So yes, that's the reason why we are considering this area. Right. Similarly, you have this range low that is acting as a resistance. Why is it so? Is because, as you can see, even during today's closing, the price gave some kind of a profit booking from this level, right? Also, you have today's high, so that is why again we are considering this is because you have this gap, right? So this gap low is around this mark of 44,350, right? So this is also one area of interest we are looking forward to, and we have this range high, right? So these are the five important supply demand zones that we are considering in order for us to develop the plan for tomorrow's price action. Now, as of now, right, if I switch to the Dow Jones, right, so the Dow Jones as of now is heading downwards. It is negative, and as you can see, it is negative, and the SGX is currently down by about 100 points, if I'm not wrong, right? So tomorrow, most probably, we are getting a gap down if the US markets don't recover from the lows, right? So still then, I don't really think a full intraday recovery is possible because of the fact that even yesterday's closing was not that strong enough in the US markets, and of course Nasdaq has also overextended. It has been heading higher for so much long, and of course we can expect some retracement from the highs over there, right? So this is the overall view for the US market. So considering that, if we get a minor gap down, right, so as you can see, Bank Nifty, especially in the post 3 p.m. short covering move that we got here, so the Bank Nifty recovered approximately 400 points from the intraday low, making a high at about 44,265. So yes, straight 400 points move from the bottom, but the closing was at around 44,150, right? So yes, so this will be the area. Today's post 3 p.m. high is going to act as an important resistance for tomorrow, right? So if the markets open gap down, right, so we have to wait for whether the market opens at around 44,000 or below it, right? So if the markets open anywhere here, right, this region, then there could be two scenarios, of course. One is the market may start heading upwards, right, filling this gap down, right? That is a possibility. And secondly, the market may uh, go up, take rejection from here, and eventually break its intraday low, leading to the breakdown of today's low, right? So this could be another scenario. The third scenario is, if things are absolutely bullish, then what may happen is the market may quickly recover and head towards this area, take a retracement, and break this out, right? That is also a possibility, right? So we have three scenarios now. If the market opens here, then there could be one scenario. First of all, the gap may get filled, but thanks to low momentum, the price may reject and eventually head downwards. So we will be looking forward to creating short positions at around this region and this region, right? I hope this makes sense. Why? Because of course if we observe a rejection from the higher level, then we are just going to wait for some confirmation and we are going to enter at a retracement. That's it. Now if the markets have absolutely strong momentum on the upside, then the second case that we have is, wait one second. Yep. So if the market again quickly fills this gap, heads upwards, break this high, so again we will try for a retracement entry and then try to hold this trade for this gap fill ultimately and eventually this range high, right? This would be our bullish scenario, right? But if the markets again, as I said, if it is not that bullish, if the markets may go up, if the market goes up and then starts coming down, if it breaks this intraday low, then we are going to look forward to creating short positions at around this region and eventually try to trade this previous day low breakdown, right? So this will be the first half trade setup for tomorrow, right? The second thing is, what if we get a stop loss hit in the first half? Then we'll just wait for the price action to develop, right? If the markets turn range bound at around this region, then again our goal would be to wait for either side breakout. If there is a sideways kind of a scenario, proper sideways movement with probably this as the range high or maybe this has the range low, then we are going to look forward to waiting for a breakout or a breakdown on either direction and try to trade that. The second thing is, if you are trying for high risk reward, then what you may look forward to is, if the markets if the market starts going upwards with weak momentum, then you can try shorting at the higher levels and trade the reversal, right? The same goes for any buying side, right? So hopefully this makes sense. This is the trade plan for bank nifty. Now the factors you need to consider, right? If you look at the chart of probably nifty, right? So nifty was not able to give a good closing thanks to the fact that Reliance fell and the IT sector fell, right? So if I look at the chart of Reliance, so Reliance actually went down very strongly in the last half an hour. I'm not really sure by how much percentage it went down on a intraday closing basis. It will open in a second. So as you can see, Reliance, it has been truly bearish for today. So from yesterday's closing, it was down by about 2.5%. So yes, Reliance is bearish, right? So if Reliance continues to fall, then Nifty will be bearish. Secondly, the IT sector fell after 3 p.m. Right, so that was also one thing to consider. But again, I think there was some recovery, especially in the last 10 minutes in the IT sector, right? What was strong here was of course bank nifty and fin nifty. Fin nifty, yes, it was mostly thanks to bank nifty that it went up. Some of the stocks that did well was of course Bank of Baroda, right? So bank, I'll just open its chart in a second. Also you have the Kotak Bank. You can have a look at this as well. So as you can see, Bank of Baroda gave a very strong closing. It went up by about how much? If you look at this, about 1.3% in the last half an hour. So that's a very strong movement. Also, you can see Kotak Bank, it broke a very major resistance, but again, look at the volatility. It made an intraday high of 2064 and gave a closing at 2011. All of this happened within just one 5 minutes candle, that is the last 3:25 p.m. candle, right? So hope you can understand what kind of a volatility it is, right? So considering that factor, right, so there has been an immense trading volume, especially in the last half an hour today. Be it the short covering, be it the fall, so the whole thing was accompanied with a very strong volume. You can see this, right? So if this kind of volatility appears in tomorrow's opening time as well, then just be careful, guys. Avoid the market unless and until you get a very low risk entry, right? You try to enter at a retracement. That is the thing. Don't wait for confirmation. If you wait for confirmation, yes, confirmation can be taken from where the price is heading and where the sellers are active, trying to understand that. But don't wait for confirmations like candle closings above this level or below this level, right? If the market already gives a move, then option option prices already factor in that, right? So that is the thing to consider, right? If you are playing the market in option buying especially, then you need to make sure that you try to enter at retracements, because whenever there is a volatile scenario, you are going to have a large stop loss, right? And if your entry is not perfect, then that stop loss will get hit, leading to a decline in your capital, right? So hope that makes sense to you. Now coming back to the bank nifty's chart. So yes, overall the view is not really that directional. Just be aware of that. Why is it so? Is because look at the intraday range that the price has created, right? So if it opens here, if it rejects from any of these levels, then it is going to suffer, right? Also take note of this exponential moving averages. Most probably they are going to come in conjunction with this levels, right? They are going to get combined with them, and you can trade those reversals and bounces from them, right? So the whole scenario is, as of now, the market is in a range, right? Unless and until we are able to enter at a perfect location, right? I have described all the three scenarios that may happen tomorrow, right? If you fail to enter, just avoid the market, right? No worries if you get one of your stop losses hit. It is absolutely fine, right? A day is going to come very soon when the market will reverse from the lower levels and give a very strong ATH breakout, that is the all time high breakout kind of a movement, right? Where we usually look forward to intraday movements of upwards of 400 to 500 points. That day is going to come very soon, and yes, we have not been able to capture any of such movements over the past few trading sessions because intraday movements have not been that big, and they were mostly range bound, right? So yes, very professional, very lucky traders could have actually captured today's fall as well. But look at this. Where is a perfect risk free, low risk entry? Tell me, right? If you are trying to enter here, I get it. The market is breaking yesterday's low. You can try entering here. Unless and until you have entered at this area, um, you are you will have a lot of trouble, because if the markets were volatile, then 40-50 points volatility in your option pricing is absolutely probable, right? Similarly, some people could have tried to trade this breakdown, right? So yes, I get it, this could also serve as a good entry. But again, the thing is, you can see this area, you can see this consolidation region. So how could we actually figure out that the market is going to give such a big movement from here, right? So yes, you could actually do it if you had planned to enter at this regions, right? So what I'm trying to say here is, the your trades may get right, they may make you profit, but the thing is, always try to define the risk associated with it. For me, I have taken a very small scalp today, so I'll show that to you. This was my trade. I'll switch to the 1 minutes time frame for a second, right? Okay, first let me show this on the 5 minutes time frame. So this scalp was actually a short at the 21 period EMA on our 5 minutes time frame. It was right at around this region, right? You can see the price bounced from here, and it is very much probable, right? It is sideways, it bounces off, and since there has been no retracement from here, at least we expect it to form a double bottom, right? That is probable. It is not going to probably move in this way, right? So of course it may move, I'm not saying that it may not move, but the thing is, the price formed a bottom, it started going upwards. Now you can see this doji, right? This doji indicates what? It indicates that the sellers are present at around this region, and the buyers have failed to move the prices higher. The momentum on the upside weakened, as simple as that, right? Also, you can see this was the last high, right? So probably there is one more round of selling that is remaining. So yes, I shorted at around this region, 180 rupees, 182 rupees entry on the 44,000 put option, and captured this movement. That is about how much? 30 to 40 points. That's it, right? So not a big trade, very simple trade, but just think about it. The stop loss associated with the trade, right? So if the price moved by 15 to 20 points, I would understand that, yep, my trade is going wrong. That's it, right? Especially in the option prices, right? You have this delta thing, right? I hope most of you are aware of what is delta. If you are not, then I would recommend you to visit our website. In the description, we have the theoretical explanation for the same over there, right? So thanks to delta, even if the price goes up by 40 points, my option price will hardly go down by 15 to 20 points. That's it, right? So I can comfortably trade this movement with a 25 to 30 point stop loss, right? And even bring it down once I get this movement, right? So hopefully that makes sense to you, right? Always try to bring your stop loss down. In that way you will be able to make more money and of course protect your capital, right? So again, don't force any setup for tomorrow. Try to trade one movement during the opening for tomorrow, right? Just wait for the market trend and try for an entry at a retracement or a low risk entry. That's it. If you don't understand the price action, wait till 1:30 p.m., right? Just close your screens and then open it again at 1:30 and just wait for one more movement, right? So based on the price action, you can trade a reversal or a breakdown, whatever comes in the market. Hopefully this makes sense. See you guys tomorrow during the market hours. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like and share it if this makes sense to you. Thank you so much.